Casey.
And I'm Corey.
And we are the Wright Brothers. I'd like to welcome you to our December podcast.
And I'd like to first start off by saying happy holidays to every single one of you.
Yes.
Casey, you know that the holiday season is one of my favorite times of the year. And one of my favorite things to do during this holiday season, you might have noticed over the last couple of years, is to steal some of your most prized and cherished possessions, but then rewrap them and give them to you on Christmas morning, and get new gifts in return.
Yeah, no, this is a long-standing Wright family tradition. My stuff actually disappears the night before Christmas. All my most prized possessions, they disappear, and then they reappear the next morning, wrapped by Corey as my Christmas present.
And I have to let you in on it. And the reason that I do that isn't because I'm cheap.
Well, you are cheap.
But the reason that I do it isn't because I'm cheap.
Gotcha.
It's because I hate fighting the crowds of holiday shopping.
Well, and apparently you're not alone. I just saw an analyst the other day projecting that 1/3 of all retail transactions during the holiday season are going to take place online this year. And it's really a great time to be an online shopper because right now there's more deals than ever that take place online. You actually can get better deals online than if you go into the stores. You get things like free shipping. They have sales that are only taking place online. So great time to be a shopper online.
Right, the retailers are really starting to cater to the way that consumers want to start to shop. So that's what we want to talk with you about today, is how to shop online safely and effectively and find the best deals. So we've got a lot of great information. Let's dive in. But first I'd like to make the note that if we sound a little bit off today, it's because our writers are on strike. Certainly great deals to be found online while shopping. Talk to us about how we find the best deals.
Well, I think the first thing is to comparison shop whenever it makes sense. And of course, whenever it makes sense is when you know specifically what you want to get. So if you know that you're looking for a 42-inch plasma TV, that's a good time to comparison shop, and you can start to see which vendor is going to give you that specific TV at the best price. If you're just looking for a TV and you haven't really honed it in much more than that, that's not a good time to comparison shop. But at the point you have figured out that this is a good time to do some comparison shopping, there's a lot of websites that can help you do this better than you would ever be able to do it, just by driving around and visiting stores. So basically what you can do is you can go to places like Frugal, which is Google's version of it, just FROOGLE.com. You can go to buy.com. Overstock.com gives you a pretty good idea of market value. eBay.com. Yahoo Shopping. So there's all sorts of really good places where you can do comparison shopping, and basically what they'll do is they'll just line up 10 different websites and show you the price from each of them, customer reviews, all sorts of good stuff.
And one of the great things about that is it not only shops the price for each product, but it shops the vendor who is providing it to you. So based on past customer reviews, you can see how reliable the vendor is. Are they going to get it to you when they say? How do they deal with any problems? So you can see actual customer reviews, which is great through comparison shopping. Now, I know there's also online coupons to be found. How do you get those, and talk to us about those?
Yeah, online coupons are really cool. And if you're like me, you're somebody, I went through like the last 5 years, I've done a lot of purchases online, but I'd never really known what the online coupon thing was until recently, and I just found out and I'm so excited about it. But basically, it's, when you're coming on this little online payment page and you'll see the little box that says enter promotional code here, and you're always like, well, I wish I had a code, but I don't. Basically, you can find a code really easily. All you have to do is I'll just go in my browser, I'll open up a little new tab, and I'll Google search. So say I'm at BestBuy.com, that's where I'm doing my purchase. I would just Google search online coupon Best Buy. And sure enough, 10 to 12 little pages will pop up that'll give me a little code that I can punch in there. And sometimes they'll be for just little things like free shipping or 5% off. But sometimes they'll be pretty big things, 50 bucks off, 40% off, some really nifty stuff. So, and it's so easy to do, why wouldn't you do it? So just do a little search for an online coupon, it can really save you some bucks during the holiday season.
Perfect. Now, another thing that I know has become pretty popular as of late is free shipping.
Yeah, exactly. Free shipping sort of used to be one of those things that like vendors would do to lure in consumers, but now it's not even an incentive, it's just sort of the norm. So you can't expect free shipping. The one thing to understand about free shipping, though, is that in order to take advantage of it, you really need to start purchasing right now, over the next few days, because usually what the vendor is going to do in order to give you free shipping is they're just going to give you their bottom basement dweller 5 to 13 ground shipping thing in a little brown truck, and it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks to get there. So the bottom line is that in order to take advantage of that, you need to leave yourself ample time before Christmas comes. So don't wait until a few days before, else you are going to have to pay for shipping, even if they offer free shipping.
And I'll tell you, that couple bucks extra that you spend for shipping is so worth it if you get too close to it to not have to worry if your gift's going to be there on time or not.
So true. Yeah.
All right, now so that's how to find some great deals online. What about security? I know that a lot of people are worried about, is my credit card information secure? Is it going to get stolen? How do you deal with security issues and make sure that you're secure?
It's funny, when people ask me this question, I always give them the same answers, which is you basically just want to use the same etiquette that you do in your everyday life, the same common sense. So, you know, if somebody comes up to you on a street corner and offers you a Rolex, you're probably going to turn that down. And the reason is because that's not a secure location. Right. You go, this doesn't seem like a secure vendor. It's the exact same thing online. You want to make sure you are at a secure location. That is, you know, tip number one. So the way you do it, it's actually even easier than you would in your everyday life. All you have to do is you look at the little URL bar, the little address bar, where at the beginning it says HTTP, and it always says that, HTTP. If you're at a secure site, it'll say HTTPS. That simple. You see the little S there, you know you're at a secure site, your information is only exchanging between you and your vendor, and you're all set.
And they assume any liability if anything ever did happen.
Exactly.
The other thing is, if you ever get email conversation with one of your vendors, make sure that you don't provide any of your information there. Go back to that secure site, or if they really need it, you don't know how to get back there, just pick up the phone and call them. You can always give your information that way as well. Absolutely. Is there anything else to consider with security?
Yeah, I think the other thing with security is just make sure you print receipts for all purchases, and don't wait for them to email you the confirmation. Print it actually there at the point of purchase, just in case they lose your email information.
Perfect. So that's how to stay secure. Now we want to give you guys a couple of our favorite personal online shopping websites that we'll be using this holidays. We'll give you one big one that you might have heard of and one small one that you might not have heard of. I'll go first. My big site that I love is Overstock.com. I love how it has pretty much anything I could think of. It's got a wide array of products and categories, and in my opinion, has the best prices that you can find online almost every single time, very consistently. Now the smaller site that I like, more unique, is ThinkGeek.com, where you can get a lot of kind of gadgets and gizmos, a lot of techie things and cool things. They have apparel, some humorous gifts. So if you're looking for more of a unique gift to get for somebody, ThinkGeek.com can be a great place to go.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Okay, my big two, I'd have to go. First one, I know this is kind of boring, but Amazon.com. I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons I really love Amazon.com. Even if I don't do my actual shopping there, is I'll do a lot of my research there because they do so much in the way of research. You know, they'll have editorial reviews, they'll have consumer reviews, you know, they link you to other stuff, so it's a really great way just to find out what you want to buy for somebody. So I love Amazon. The other thing I love about Amazon is their one-click buy. So once you put in all your credit card information, you just one-click buy, and shopping is so easy. So I love Amazon, good place where I end up doing a lot of my shopping. The other place where I love to go, sort of a little unique place, is RedEnvelope.com. And RedEnvelope.com is really cool because it's one of the places I like to go when I'm not quite sure what I want to get for somebody. I don't really have any ideas yet. And I go there and I'll get tons of ideas. They have lots of really good quality stuff. It's all categorized by age group, you know, interest, geographical, location. So, you know, you can really get a good idea of what you want to get specifically for somebody when you didn't have any idea previously.
Perfect. So hopefully now your holiday online shopping experience will be a lot easier, a lot cheaper, and a lot more secure than it would have normally been. So we'd like to thank you for joining us as always, and happy holidays.